Amateur fighters, we send up to Jake Digman to bring out our first fighter.
The following contest is in the RFO lightweight division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Alex Johnston.
Alex Johnston, another fighter from Lancaster MMA, Lancaster Academy. John, 3 wins, all by submission, 2 in the first round. His only loss came about 15 months ago in October of 2015. That was to Aaron Bartow, who's 6-1 back at Big Gun 16. Bartow, a very solid fighter. He lost that by submission. There's no question he's looking to take this fight to the ground. And talking to Johnston before the fight, he's practiced jiu-jitsu for 3 years. He says he doesn't have a belt because he only trains no-gi. You, an experienced jiu-jitsu fighter, both in gi and no-gi, what's the benefits or perhaps the issues with never training in a gi?
Well, Dan Swift and I had this debate many times ago. One of the debates is, you train in the gi, well, you can't get out of a submission as easy. However, what's the thing on the bike? I just lost my train of thought. Training wheels. Okay, so you hang on to the gi.
Hang on the bike. The hot chick in the back?
Right. So, the question is, the gi or no gi? But if you train in the gi, your submission defense is so much better. No gi, your submission execution is so much better. But his problem, he's fighting a guy that's trained with Ryan Madigan for 4 years. Ryan Madigan's guy does not want to go to the ground. So his big thing is try to get this to the ground, because you train with Ryan Madigan, you know his opponent wants to keep it standing.
Speaking of Ryan Madigan, let's see him and his fighter head to the cage, Jake Digman. Let's bring him out.
And his opponent making his way down the aisle to the red corner, please welcome Darnell Truett.
Darnell Truett from World Kickboxing Academy comes in with a 2-0 record. And oddly enough, John, his first win was by submission and armbar. Now, here's the question when you see Truett. Both of his prior opponents were making their MMA debut. Alex Johnston, that's a different story. He's a different animal in the cage. How does Truett handle the step up in competition from fighting 2 newbies to 3-1? I want you to address that as soon as you take a look at the tail of the tape.
Yeah, both these guys very young, 25 versus 22 years old, but a big height advantage for Darnell Truett, 6 foot versus 5'8". Both these guys come in with a lot of experience, but as Ryan, as you mentioned, Truett comes in, both of his opponents were making their debut, and that is, now he's got an experienced fella. That's going to be a big difference. One of the things, though, that I'm really looking forward to is Truett. When you train with Ryan Madigan and it's all hardcore kickboxing, you throw everything into those kicks. That's great. But if your opponent can slip it a little bit and try to take you down, do you take a little bit off that kick? Hey, you do some damage, but don't expose yourself. So he's got a very fine line to walk.
Truett has participated in about 10 grappling tournaments. He also trains mostly no-gi. Up until now, he started to work the gi a little bit, but we'll see. There's no question, World Kickboxing Academy, Truett wants to keep it on the feet. Jake Digman, official introductions belong to you.
The following contest is in the RFO lightweight division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of MacArthur, Ohio. He weighed in at 152 pounds, representing Lancaster Academy of Mixed Martial Arts, with an MMA record, 3 wins, 1 loss. Please welcome Alex Johnston. His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Akron, Ohio. He weighed in at 153 pounds, representing World Kickboxing Academy with an MMA record, 2 wins, 0 losses. Please welcome Darnell the Truth Truett. This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Dave Beaver.
Alex Johnson in the patriotic red, white, blue camouflage. Doesn't get much more patriotic than that. Darnell, the Truth Truett in the gray kickboxing shorts. Go figure. Dave Beaver, third man in the cage. Fighters touch gloves. Let's see the matchup of styles. I feel like we're back in the single-digit UFC pay-per-views. Striker versus grappler.
And Darnell Truett made no bones about it when I talked to him backstage. He said, oh yeah, I want to keep this fight standing.
Oh, nasty outside leg kick from Truett.
And you can tell there's the training from...
Oh, Johnston lands a big left, and Truett may be out. That's all.
It's it.
And it stopped. And Johnston, there's some confusion here because Johnson stopped. Dave Beaver stopped the fight. And Johnston is out cold.
Oh, Johnston might be real. Wait, Truett is...
I'm sorry, Truett is out cold.
Truett is out cold, and he is very, very hurt.
I apologize, it's Johnston.
Johnston that landed the big right.
And then he looked to finish him up. And interesting, Johnston froze in his tracks. Truett was down. There we go. We got some head movement from Darnell Truett. But it looked like a straight left that dropped him. We're going to take a look at it right here. Take a look at Johnson in the American trunks. Straight right. Dave McKinney from Bluegrass MMA. He's just, boom. He's more than a friend. He's a fact checker, and that is a big-time right. And take a look here. Is it the ground and pound, John, that puts him away?
I think the ground and pound is what did it. And at one point, and then what's odd is Johnston almost doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, and that was where the confusion for us came in. And Truett's up, Johnston's up, Jake Digman's got the mic. Let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dave Beaver calls a stop to the action at 27 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, Alex Johnston!
I'm here with your winner, Alex Johnson. You stoned him in 27 seconds, man. Is that something you're known for?
I'm usually a submission guy. Just been working on my boxing a lot lately.
I always had fun tapping people out, but when you put them to sleep, it's a much better feeling. Would you say so?
That's my first one, so yeah, I'd say so.
You get a big KO in 27 seconds in front of a crowd like that, that's good stuff, man. What's next for you?
Hopefully fighting again for you guys.
Awesome, man. We'll be back here in September, Cleveland in March. Let's hear it for your winner, Alex Johnston.